gotta. It is 3:30 in the morning. Headed out to Illinois on my second trip back with Alex DeBoer, Cody Watson, Caden Watson, Josh Underwood. We got about a 6-hour drive. Got a new toy. We got this Hobie paddleboard. We're gonna go to Buc-ee's right now and get some brisket tacos. Illinois, let's go, baby. Here we go.
What up, T-Rab?
What's up, boys?
The morning start of the Must Be Nice tour.
Let's go. Let's do it. Last year was my first year that I ever got to go out of state hunting, really. I mean, I've been to Alabama and North Carolina, but never been anywhere in the Midwest. So I went up to Illinois last year with the boys. I found a couple of really cool spots and had a really big deer for me step out. And I completely just whiffed the shot, and ever since then I have been thinking about getting back up here and, you know, redeeming myself. So we're gonna call this a 2024 redemption tour for me.
Welcome to Illinois.
Welcome to Illinois. Here we go. We got to do an MTV Cribs tour first.
So, this is the 5th year we've been doing this. Me and Cody came up here together the first time in 2019, and in 2020 we started something pretty special. We're going to continue this every year that we come up here. There couldn't be a more deserving person for this. I don't think you could find a more selfless person, a better friend to anybody he meets, and kind of an inauguration into a pretty special club. So, Mr. Tyler Moore, if you'll come up here. You are now being awarded one of the original case double-bladed rosewood handle.
Shoo.
That is yours to keep for ever and ever, and take on all your hunting adventures and stuff.
Well, I appreciate that, boys.
That means a lot. Me and Caden and Cody, and from us to you, we love you. We wanted you to have one just like us.
Well, I appreciate that.
That goes in your hunting bag. Don't be toting that. Don't be toting that so you lose it.
Lord, just thank you for this time of family and friends, and thanks for our wives and our kids for letting us come up here and keep us safe in the woods and get us back home, Lord. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen. Help us shoot straight.
You might go back.
Get it, Travis.
What are you
Get it,
gonna do
Travis.
with turkey foot? That's out. Send it.
I'll probably shoot him.
Send it.
I got over here to where one of the spots I hunted last year, and I don't see anybody hunting it, so we'll give it a shot. I'm gonna go over here. This is the first day. We've got a good northeast wind, and I've got a spot I think will work. Let's get it, y'all. I've hunted this island before out here, but I want to push further into the other side and see if there's anything over there. We got fishermen over here. We've got to be super quiet here. Oh, don't fall, don't fall. All right, come on, don't fall. There we go, all right.
Oh, sorry, bud. I'll go out. Well, that was a bust. Ran into a guy first thing. All right, on to spot number 2. Well, spot number 1 was a huge bust. I got off the paddleboard and there's literally a guy 10 yards from me. I think I'll just go on down the lake and probably hunt about 300-400 yards from him. I don't know if y'all can see this, but those are some big tracks right there. Yeah, look at those tracks. I mean, they have worn this trail out. I really like this tree right here. It's got a lot of cover, but the only problem is there's a bunch of branches in the way. I'll go check it out. I found the tree, but I'm not gonna try to film any of me climbing it because you can see how tight it is. So I'm just gonna try to get up there and see what I can see from this vantage point. Oh, come on. Okay, I got up in the tree. Man, that was tough. There's so many branches. I basically just had to climb it, you know, like you're a kid and you'd climb all the way to the top. Your mom and dad would get mad at you and start yelling at you. That's the kind of tree I'm in. But I got all the way to the top and there's a little clearing where I could look out here to all these deer trails that are intersecting right here. And you can see right here behind me, there's a lake over here. And then there's a lake right here. And then you can't see it, but over there's another pond. So all these trails kind of come together right here. And there's really not a whole lot of good trees unless you're saddle hunting. I mean, I see an old lock-on that's like cockeyed, and I'll try to get a shot of it in a second. It's like cockeyed and facing down, and it's like growing into the tree. Sun's about to go down. I dropped my mic. I'm rusty. There's a bunch of really good trails over here. It is dead quiet. That's probably gonna do it for tonight. I didn't see any deer, but I definitely saw some sign, and I might come sit back here in the morning.
Come here, boys. Get around the circle.
No, this came out. They reissued this. Yeah. That's the old real tree. Real tree quiet. I had this when I was a kid.
First time?
Are you proud of your boy, Alex?
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah.
I just saw a really nice buck. He was running that way. He looked like he only had one side of his antlers on though, which was really weird. I'll show you where I saw him. He came from down here up this way, like that, across there. I'm down out of this tree. I'm gonna try to go find a new spot. It's pretty cool little spot though. This time I got the Hobie with the kick-up fence. Okay,
Remember, put your life jackets on. It's not worth getting drowned and having your buddies call your wife and tell them you didn't make it. There's a lot of deer tracks on this bank. Got a scrape right here. Looks like big tracks. We'll spray some Cuz's Rookum juice in it. Well, there's a stand in the squirrel's nest, and there's some sticks right here. So somebody is probably hunting this. I'm about to try to improvise and put a setup over here in this other little meadow I found last year. Yeah, a couple good scrapes right here. Try to pick a good tree. I like that one right there. It's really tall. I don't know if I can get in it, but we'll try. Alright, so I gotta get this throw ball in the tree. Tie a little knot. And then you wanna take this end, go back through the loop, make you a little V, and then you can throw it underhanded. That's tip number one. Nope. Alright, try to underhand it one more time. There we go. There we go, baby. Alright. There we go. Okay, now we can tie a rope to it and pull the rope in the tree. Tie a little knot. It's like a half blood knot. Use it in fishing a lot. Use it to tie two pieces of string together. And you'll see it's got those cords around, so it's like a little friction knot that can come out easy. When you get to this end, you just clip your carabiner and make sure you screw it down. I would make sure it's a locking carabiner. Alright, we're in there good. I'm gonna get my climbing stuff out now. Put the ascender on. Like this. Now, you wanna take just a carabiner with an 8er on it and put it through that hole. Okay, now that slides up the rope and grips it so you can pull down on it. You can step in that loop down there. Then you put your gree on. You make sure the climbing side always goes up to the top of the tree because you want your tail end of your rope pointing the other way. So always put the climbing end up towards the tree. Alright, push this up as high as it'll go. Off with the right. But if you gotta really in your hips, really. Okay, we're almost there. Okay, we're up.
and then I'll be tied off below me. But if I fall, it'll catch me. So I'm gonna turn the camera off for this part. All right, I got up. That was a challenge. Now I gotta figure out how to get my platform on. This tree is huge. I hope the platform can go around it. All right, I think we're about ready. I just need to, I think I actually need to move this to the left and maybe down a little bit. Okay, that's solid. Okay, I've gotten set up. Now I need to pull my my bag up here, get my bow set up, and then we're pretty much set for the night. God, that was hard. All right, that's good. We got everything in the tree at least. Welcome to the Squirrel's Nest 2.0. So we've got about 70 yards that way is a squirrel's nest where I missed that deer last year. And I found this spot last year, but I couldn't get any of the trees. They were too difficult. I finally found this one. You know, now that I'm looking at that one might be a better tree, but I didn't think it had the shooting lanes that this one had. So when I get done with this, I'll show you the shooting lanes. There's 2 scrapes down this way. There's a bunch of rubs and some trails coming that way, and a bunch of trails coming from the squirrel's nest. The wind is going that way today. Tomorrow is supposed to go that way, so I think tomorrow it'll be really good. Just had a little forkhorn come in. Totally caught me off guard, and he was right in front of me. So I gotta pay attention. If that was a big buck, he picked me off because I was moving too much. All right, that's gonna do it for the first full day. I got pumped because I got the Squirrel's Nest 2.0 set up, and I saw a deer the same afternoon, and there's a ton of sign. I've got a camera up, so hopefully I'll get something on camera tonight. But we're gonna pack it up, hike out, and see you guys in the morning. Alright, it's Sunday, and we got in here this morning and it was raining, so I slipped in here probably about first light. I think I spooked a deer on the way in, but it's just a steady drizzle. I haven't seen any deer yet. I forgot my phone in the truck, so guess I'll be forced to actually hunt and not look at my phone. What I'm thinking is, once this rain quits, I think that buck might come in here. There's got to be a few bucks running around. I got a couple of does running through here last night on camera, so I know there's does in the area that they'll be chasing. So I'm hoping that once this rain quits, the action will start picking up. Keep you guys updated. I just had a doe come in, and that doe caught my wind and bolted out of here. So I think if I see one coming, I've got to get ready the time it gets to kind of right in front of me. One of my favorite things is listening to the birds and everything up here and drinking coffee. Kind of watching the woods wake up. right there. 2 rubs right here too. Alright, you can see the sun going down behind me. There's all sorts of birds flying by. That's amazing. Just the amount of the different birds that I'm seeing is amazing. Well, I believe that about does it for this set. Moon's coming out, sun's all down. Got about 2 or 3 minutes of flashlight. No deer this evening. Might have missed my opportunity last year.
Alex made some roast with, I don't know what kind of meat that is, but deer meat. Carrots, potatoes. Try Alex's beanie weenies out.
Anything decent, like if you get money from Chicago, you're either going to get the land.
All right, pretty damn good, Alex.
You know, at least. If you want to get to heaven, got a D.I.E. Gotta put on the coat and T.I.E. Want to get the rabbit out the L.O.G. Gotta make a commotion like a D.O.G. Like a D.O.G. Like a D.O.G. You get that? Said that. Yeah.
I got in here pretty good this morning, except I spooked I don't know if it was a buck or a doe. She was just blowing at me, so I think my wind was good though, so I'm not sure if she went out of the county or if she's still sticking around, but we'll find out in about 10 minutes here. Got everything set. The weather's a little better today, and the wind is really good spot, so really hoping a nice shooter buck comes in. DCP, Dave Payne grunt call. Oh my God, biggest deer I've ever seen in my life, just right here. Got a mid-morning update. I saw one deer this morning, and it was a giant. It looked like a big, heavy frame 10-pointer. It had more mass than any deer I've ever seen, and I started shaking so bad I couldn't get the camera on him, and then I snort wheezed at him. He took off. Probably a beginner mistake. Just taking a little break from the saddle. That big deer coming this morning, I haven't seen anything since. I've seen 3 deer in this spot so far. Tomorrow's supposed to be the best day. I might sit the whole week and skunk waiting on this deer, but that was a giant. forgot my saddle. I walked all the way out here, had everything ready, and then I left my saddle in the truck. So I had to go back, get my saddle, walk back out here, and I walked in perfectly. I was so quiet. But that's a good sign that deer showed up even after I walked back and forth twice. I have a good feeling. It's super cold this morning. I have a good feeling that a buck is going to come in. Maybe not the one from yesterday, but hopefully a nice buck. Just looking for a nice shooter. I have no idea what just happened. I was on it. That was perfect. 2 years in a row and miss a freaking stud. It's like my bow messed up and I shot over his back. I don't think he knows what happened though. The best I can figure is my string hit something on the way down because the arrow came off really weird. I think the next deer that walks out, I'm going to lower down a little bit more and make sure I have a good shot. That's 2 years in a row that I missed big deer. That one was bigger than last year by a long shot. Big, wide, main beams. God, that was awesome. It's about 7:30. I've already seen 4 deer. I've seen 2 does, a 6-pointer that I couldn't get on camera, and that deer that I just missed. I mean, I'm a little upset about it, but there's still that big one I saw yesterday that was bigger than that one I just shot at. And it's cold. I know another deer's gonna show up. I think I just gotta keep positive attitude, keep trucking. About 9:50. I mean, this has been the best hunt of my life, the best time in the woods I've ever had. There's just so much life. I've seen 11 deer. I missed that buck about 7:20 this morning. Maybe earlier. I'll watch the footage. What's up, everybody? Just hanging out in the hammock. It's about 1:30. And this is the way to do it right here. Instead of sitting in your saddle through the midday, if you're gonna do an all-day sit, bring this hammock out. And got me a branch over here. Like there's one big branch right here you can see. I can put my feet on. And then I'm tethered off to that. But make sure you're also tethered to your main tree in case this hammock fails. I love this. Give your feet and your knees and your, dry your socks out. It's nice. Alright, it's about 3 o'clock. It's still pretty chilly out. I watched that footage back, and I actually, when I drew back, I leaned forward and my cam was touching the branch up here. And when I released, when that cam went forward, it hit the branch and it kicked my bow back and it lifted up the shot like a foot over his back. Stupid mistake. So what I've done is I moved down my platform and my camera like a foot. But I broke my ratchet strap. So I had to put my knife in there and make the ratchet strap work. But gosh, so many things have gone wrong this hunt. I just don't know if I'm be able to get it done. But I've had 2 opportunities at Giants and blew both of them. So I've only got Wednesday, Thursday, Friday left. I hope I can get it done. Stay tuned. What happened? I don't know if he saw me or what, but I reached up to hit record and he just started bounding off. I thought he was going to give me a perfect shot. That was a different buck. That's 3 shooter bucks I've seen right here. I just can't seem to get it right. was the best day of hunting I've ever had, and I missed a giant this morning. Another shooter come in, and I was getting the cameras ready, about to pick my bow up. I mean, he looked like a big, tall, big, heavy frame. I think I've seen 4 different shooters now. And then this afternoon, the smaller buck came in, still a really nice buck came in and started making us great. I mean, he started making a rub, and I got like 7 minutes of footage of it. Man, that was awesome. I'll see y'all in the morning.
Alright y'all, it's about 12:45 or so. I have deployed the hammock. Man, this is a must if you're gonna do an all-day sit. Let me show you how high this hammock is.
That's not the sun, y'all. That is the moon. That is incredible.
'Cause you see, I'm a dinosaur. I should have died out a long time before. Because I had too many highs and too many lows. Too many storms and tornadoes. I need some blue skies and sunshine. I need a good forecast tonight. That's right. That's right.
Alright, we got about 10 minutes before first light. I got in here this morning and fixed a few things with my setup, mainly my camera setup. My strap broke yesterday and my camera was all loose. I got my bow fixed yesterday. I got 2 shooters that came in on camera last night, and the activity has been picking up quite a bit. Seen a lot of deer the last couple days, so we got a good wind today, and I think a big shooter buck's gonna come in. It's just a matter of, can I execute? Current situation is it's very cold and windy, and it's raining. Yeah, this is pretty miserable. 10:30, still no deer. 4 days I've seen more deer than I've ever seen in my life, and now I can't see one. It's been a long, miserable day. Look at this sunset behind me. Feels like God's been testing my patience today, and then He sends you something like that. It's a few minutes before first light. Walking in here, I walked the slowest I've walked all week, and I still spooked a deer on the walk-in. And then when I got up in a tree, I heard what sounded like a buck not too far away. I spooked him too. So I guess the good news is there's deer around, but I also spooked 2 of them. It's 10:30 on the last day, and I have not seen a deer in a day and a half.
never